Yeah, I think they're going to come down this way. It's awful hot out here in the sun, I know that. Yeah, here comes their parade. Enough out here. I'm gonna turn our AC on. Sharon Fire Department. Nice looking rig. Another Sharon Fire Department rig. That's a good looking bunch. Good looking rig. Probably got about 87, 88 degrees today here in this area in Northwest Tennessee. I'm in Sharon, Tennessee. There goes another Sharon fire station, fire patrol truck. Hometown, Sharon, Tennessee. What's up, pumper? Greenfield, Tennessee. Dresden, Tennessee. Palmersville, Tennessee. Duke? Is that what that said? The Duke? County Ambulance. They're loud, ain't they? Martin, Tennessee. Agriculture, that ain't in the parade. So surely that ain't in the parade. Maybe. Maybe in the parade. I don't know. Hey, at least y'all ain't got to fight over the candy. If they was down there, they'd have to fight over it. You know what? They're in a good spot. Are y'all from Sharon? Gleason? See what this is. See what this is. This must be the senior citizen bank. They got them a t-shirt and a bag to put their candy in. Senior prom. Hey, hey, hey! There's Sammy. Good looking kids. Beautiful, beautiful kids. Somebody running for office right there. School board. Hey, do y'all know Pam Blue over there? You know Pam Blue? She used to work at the courthouse in Dresden. She lived in Gleason. Girl Scouts. Girl Scouts. We got Girl Scouts. Another Girl Scouter. Now this is something that you won't ordinarily gather or get in your bigger cities like Houston, Dallas, Atlanta. I mean, there'll be different sectors that will do community whatever for the community in that particular sector area. But by and large, it's the smaller towns that perform and does stuff like this. Part of the fall festival deal. Of course, people getting ready to hunker down for the winter. Now I see a vehicle right here that my dad and me helped paint.
Keep on throwing.
probably, I'm going to go back into the mid 80s, early to mid 80s, if it's what I think it is. Right here. Hey, stop. I like that car. That's it. That's that same car. My dad and I helped worked it down and painted it. Are all those y'all's kids? You hardly ever see a family have that many kids anymore.
There's one more, but he's with his friends, so.
Oh, you got 5. Wow. It's like the constable or something, I don't know. Yeah, y'all got 5 beautiful children. You must have started really, really young. Is the boy the oldest or the girl?
Our oldest is the boy that's with his friends, and then him.
Okay,
He's the youngest.
I got you.
DJ. Okay, that's I don't got.
I think the parade is over with. It looks like it is. Here in Sharon, Tennessee. September the 22nd, I think. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. They probably got $20 worth of candy. Year 2023, Sharon, Tennessee, and Weakley County, Northwest Tennessee. Having their fall get together here. Corn and Music Festival. What's up, man? Thinking he can get out like he ought to. Hoping he can anyway. You know, it's really a shame that whenever I come back here in 2005 and how much trouble that just a handful of people caused my brother and I down by the Sidonia Hop-In community area, just on the edge of Weakley County. Because cops, by and large, they do a real decent job. And because of what various judges either did do or did not do, makes the police force look bad in the eyes of the people. And it's really sad, because both has to be in conjunction with what's going on for the safety and the benefit of the people. And whenever both does not hee-haw together, then you have an unbalanced law enforcement justice system. And I had no idea that the law enforcement justice system was that biased about me coming back here, because obviously seeds of begrudging seeds of whatever was planted years and years ago, that they was going to make sure that they made my life miserable by not doing what they were supposed to have done, by controlling the situation down there after it already got thrown into the eyes of the general public several different times. For 3 consecutive years, we was having, on average, the sheriff department come down to 291 Thompson Road or 430 Beach Grove Road on average twice a month, because of aggravation, being tormented, being hunted, being ridiculed, basically being used as a pincushion. And you know good and well that if the courts, between the courts and the cops, if they can't stop something from going on in a 3-year period, obviously they must be in on it too, or the courts must be in on it, to allow for it to get that far out of hand, to the point of them not being able to halt it. It should have been halted probably within the second or third, maybe the fourth, at the very most the fourth time. That's whenever they should have sure enough gotten real serious in getting down to the bottom of it towards who the instigators was. And like I said, the episodes kept happening at our property. That was one of the things that the attorney that David and I had hired on our first get up was he brought it up to us several different times, and every event happens on our property. And the judge still couldn't get a hold of it. The prosecuting attorney still couldn't get a hold of it. Well, naturally they ain't going to get a hold of it, especially whenever he tells you to your bare face, I'll represent David, but I ain't representing you, Juby. So you can't tell me that old begrudging, biased feelings had not already multiplied and matured here in Northwest Tennessee in Weakley County before I ever even thought about coming back. That's what happens whenever you're going up against the grain, pertaining to religious doctrines that people refuses to agree with or refuses to support. That's what happens whenever you have a society of people that have been brainwashed in believing one thing, and now all of a sudden somebody comes in new in the picture, in which I'm not new. I mean, I've been doing this since 1989. You would think by now for surely, hey, how y'all doing? You would thought by now, after 30 plus years, that somebody would have paid attention to the teachings. Somebody would have been able to have interpreted the Bible the same way as I had interpreted the Bible. Hey, Dustin, I decided to come up here and hang around anyway.
How'd it come out for you?
It's all right. I stayed in my truck. I didn't get out and mingle. But they done all right. They behaved.
That's good.
Cops arrested somebody before the parade ever got started. I don't know if somebody got in a fight or if somebody had a warrant for their arrest, but they took care of it and protecting the safety of the people. Doing what they're supposed to be doing. Doing the job. Take care. What you got going on over here, man?
What's that?
Your little buggy right here.
Yeah, I like to take it with me and work these parades so I can walk there. But
I heard that.
nice.
Where are you from? Dresden?
Martin.
Martin? Who's the main ramrod over there now?
Over where?
In Martin? Who's running the show over there now?
Talking about constables?
No, I'm talking about the chief. The chief.
Oh, that's so.
You don't work for the city?
No, I'm constable.
Oh, you're a constable.
I'm all over the county.
Yeah.
That's so.
You actually got more power in some ways than the sheriff's deputy, because you can go anywhere.
Yeah, I can.
You can go in all, what is it, 92 counties, or
All over the state of Tennessee.
however many counties it is.
Yeah, if a man wants to. I don't feel crazy about doing that unless I just have to.
And you're really the only one that has the power to arrest a judge
Well,
or an attorney per se.
they said the sheriff, but
The sheriff himself does.
no, I mean we have the power to arrest the sheriff. But
Yeah, y'all have the power to arrest the sheriff.
one investigator said, "Oh, we can arrest him if we need to," and I'm thinking anybody can arrest him if he's doing something wrong. You know, the city can arrest him. I don't know why they couldn't.
Of course, the
There, Garrett, anything holler.
prosecuting attorney, he's got more power than the judge in a way, don't he?
He does.
He can actually reverse a judge's decision on something or somebody.
Don Till's the chief over there.
Who?
Don Till.
Don Teal.
He's been with Martin PD since the early '80s.
Okay, yeah.
'Cause I used to work security. We was bonded by the sheriff's department at the hospital, and he was working for Martin PD. That was back in '82 and '83.
I bumped into one of your fellers down there at Dyersburg. Big, heavy set guy, black guy. He's a constable.
I don't know if I met him or not.
He was a heck of a good guy. He was a heck of a talker.
I mean, that's what we try to do. I'm not out here to bust somebody's buns.
Yeah, he said that what they try to do is prevent people from going to jail rather than actually taking them to jail. He was a constable just like you.
They just have to really do something real stupid for me to
But I didn't know this, that Dyersburg, Tennessee had become so like number one in West Tennessee towards crime.
They're right there at with Jackson and Memphis. Their gangs, they have gang problems in Dyersburg like nobody's business.
They do. Is that coming out of Brownsville because of the Mexicans or because of all the drugs coming out of Brownsville or what?
I mean, it filtered down into Brownsville from Memphis, then from there it started legging out to Jackson, Dyersburg, and some of it's even coming to Union City now.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Wait till I-69 ever opens up.
Wow.
It's going to be a big drug.
How are we going to stop it, man? How are we going to stop that? How are we going to stop the illegals from coming over here?
We're going to have to get a damn Republican back in office.
We are, ain't we?
Yeah.
Somebody's going to have to get serious about it, ain't
Well,
they?
if we last that long, because you've got North Korea, China, and Russia are waiting to just punch a button on us. Because we're so weak with Biden in there. His administration has made us totally weak.
They was frightened of Trump.
Oh yeah.
But the
Biden's buddy with them.
But the bad thing about Trump, he scared all of them. He scared the Republicans and the Democrats.
But that's what we needed.
Yes,
We
I
need
know.
Somebody in there bargaining.
I know.
I
know.
I don't know if you heard this, but last week we traded Iran 6 prisoners for 6 prisoners.
I know it.
You know what we had to pay them?
Yes.
$6 million.
No.
That's what I heard.
Not
6 million.
not million.
Billion.
Billion with a B.
I mean, that's what goes on here.
B with a B.
I heard it was million, 6 million.
No, sir.
Why would you do that?
And then the president had the audacity to get on national TV and tell the taxpayers, well, it wasn't none of y'all's taxpaying money.
Well, whose was it?
Exactly. It didn't come out of his pocket. Man, I like you, little John Deere rig. Is that one of the ones that the bed will come up to lift up?
Yeah, I got electric dump on it.
Really? So how much weight will it hold back there? Like 500 pounds or something like that?
1,400 pounds.
How much?
1,400.
1,400. And the lift will still come up? Wow.
I probably had 700 in there. I could tell it was squatting it, but yeah, it'd come right up.
And who actually owns that? Does the state own that, or is that your rig?
Oh, that's mine.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
That's your personal rig.
They don't fund us with anything.
And they don't pay you worth of crap, neither do they?
No, they don't pay us anything unless we go serve papers. That's how we get paid. Or if I work a venue, and I work a lot of sorority and fraternities.
Do you?
I get $50 an hour when I do that.
Do you? But
I ain't- he-
but it only comes once in a blue moon.
I've done got like 4 years now, but I don't really like doing it because if you see what goes on there with these young kids and the music they do, and
Yeah.
it's so much vulgarity. It's like I'm getting tired of doing it.
Yeah, I
It's
can
sad.
understand that.
It's so sad.
And to think that you either got children or grandchildren are going to be growing up in the same environment, it makes you wonder where this is all heading
Or
to,
the
doesn't it?
worst, or worse environment.
Yeah.
My grandkids, the oldest one's 7, the youngest one's 4. She turned 4 today. I got 3, and they're all girls. And I'm just, when the good Lord gets ready to take me, I'm ready to go.
I heard that. I heard that.
Take care of yourself, brother.
Hey, you do the same, man. Y'all done a good job today towards taking care of everything. Looked like they had a disturbance there towards the front end. Did somebody have a fight or somebody see somebody with a warrant or something? Is that what that was about?
Guy come in, what I understand last night, he's supposed to be banned from Sharon.
Okay.
And his girlfriend, she's an instigator, from what I understand.
I got you.
He brought her home back up there. Threatened. And that's what Gary said. He said, I'm pissed we're doing this tonight. We're fixing to have this parade and you've been banned. He said, I've only got one officer to take you to jail. He's going to have to take your sorry butt to jail.
Well, y'all arrested him today, right? In other words, hang on 1 minute. He's talking to somebody that got his attention. He's a constable here in Weakley County. And most of these guys, like I said a while ago, most of these cops and most of these law enforcement people, they do a really outstanding job. Let me ask you this, Constable. First of all, I didn't know that it was legal to ban somebody from the city limits.
You're in Sharon. A lot of politics in Sharon that won't fly everywhere else.
I hear you. And Kentucky. Kentucky's same way.
Now the judge can ban you, but I don't mean.
They can ban. I know that they can ban you from the state, right?
Yeah, they can ban you. I mean, you can be banned from, like, if you get caught stealing at Dollar General, when you're arresting that guy and the manager says, I don't ever want him in here, you ban him right then. But you go write it in legal documents when he goes in front of the judge signs off on it.
But whenever he gets banned from a corporate like that, don't he get banned from all of them?
I don't know about that. I've only had to see, like Walmart and Martin's banned several people that
Yeah.
And so is Dollar General in Dresden, but I don't know if it's all over or not. I think it's per store.
Is it? It's just up to the manager, per manager?
Yeah. But I'm glad we got a good law enforcement around here in Weakley County.
Yeah, we do.
We stand behind each other.
Mike Wilson, he ain't no longer doing the sheriff thing no more.
Terry McDay took over. He got elected.
Did he?
Last year, yeah.
He's from Gleason, isn't he?
He lives in Martin now.
Does he?
Terry does, yeah.
Does he seem like he's gonna walk the line?
Yeah, so far. I mean, him and Mike were tight, so Mike trained him pretty good.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Mike was in it for 20-something years, wasn't he? Got elected 9 different
I think
times.
he was in there longer than that because I've been married for 30. He got elected back in 80. Seems like 80, somewhere between 82 and 84 he got elected. That's how far he's been in there. I think it's 40 years. Like 40 years.
Just about the time that Greenfield deal happened with that Childress girl. You remember that?
That what now?
That Greenfield deal, that Childress girl that was Maggie Lee's
yeah.
granddaughter. That was just about the time whenever Mike Wilson climbed on board pertaining to policing out here.
And they don't know where she's at right now because Mama lied so much. Isn't that sad though? I went to school with them. She seemed like she was all shy.
Yeah.
Her and her boyfriend back then, which they married and had the girl, and then they divorced. I think they had 2 kids.
Now we may be talking about 2 different things. I'm talking about Joe Stout, that owned Maggie Lee's.
Yes.
That's whenever they killed that girl.
Yes.
It was somebody from a biker or something from Kentucky that done that. You're talking about the Childress girl,
Yes.
up around Lexington.
Well, no, she's from Martin's, who it was.
Oh, it was.
Girl, yeah.
Well, see, there was another one right here in this county Makowski.
I don't remember Mikowski.
Yeah, she wound up disappearing. Supposedly, her dad took her to the Jackson Mall
Yeah.
and just up and disappeared. Up and disappeared. But yet, no, there wasn't nothing on the cameras pertaining that none of the cameras seeing her come into the parking lot.
So it was just a lies made up. Lies what it was.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, the tougher the times get, the more crazier that things have become.
It's drugs. We can't stop drugs. I go to drug calls, overdose calls. Fentanyl. I mean, it's sad.
Have you ever seen anybody overdose on fentanyl?
Yes.
You have.
Yes.
I seen it on TV that a cop was too close to it, and some of it got in her face or got in her skin or something, and she went to convulsion like that. And if they didn't have that stuff that they give them, I think she would have died.
Well, I've talked to paramedics, and they said that Narcan, it's used as a painkiller. If you ingest it, it's not going to knock you out like you saw on TV or go into convulsions. You're going to get tired and go to sleep and never wake up.
Really?
That's how we find them. We don't never find them convulsion. They're always asleep.
Heart just blows up.
Heart
blows up, or heart just stops or shuts down or something.
Stops. That's what the fentanyl does. Narcan reverses it, but you still got to go to the hospital and get treatment for it, because if you just take Narcan, it's still in your system. You got to have it flushed out.
Do you really?
But they'll do it again.
But they'll do it again.
Take care, bud.
You too, Nan.